Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Naval Station Mayport here in Mayport, Florida, as we get set for the final game. A men's game today, the final game of day 4 in the 2019 Armed Forces Men's and Women's Basketball Championships. I'm Van Stokes. Glad you could be with us, wherever you might be around the world, for this year's edition of the Armed Forces Classic. Last game of the day, it's going to be Navy versus Marine Corps men's action. As the teams come to the sidelines, let's take a look at the starting lineup today. We'll wait for the Navy to finish shooting their warm-ups. They'll pull over to the sidelines. We will go from there. And they will head to the bench. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to our final game of the day, a men's contest between the United States Navy and the United States Marine Corps. At this time, let's meet the starting lineup for the United States Marine Corps from Jackson, Mississippi. Stationed at Camp Lejeune, 6'1" guard, Drummond Cattenhead. From Kansas City, Missouri, also stationed at Camp Lejeune, 6'1" guard, Dewan Isaiah. From Atlanta, Georgia, stationed at Camp Pendleton, California, Brian Baptiste. From Hartford, Connecticut, also stationed at Camp Pendleton, 6'6" forward, Londell Lennon. And from Albany, Georgia, stationed in Sigonella, Italy, 6'9" center, John Tolbert. Head coach of the United States Marine Corps, Alonzo Higginson. Now let's meet our starting 5 from the United States Navy. From Woodbridge, Virginia, stationed aboard the USS Baton, 5'9" guard, Tillman Dunbar. From Denver, Colorado, and Naval Hospital in Jacksonville, 6'6" power forward, Ronald Ray. From Medford, Oregon, and the United States Coast Guard in San Francisco, 6'4" forward, Craig Johnson. From Charlotte, North Carolina, stationed aboard the USS Shiloh, forward, Worth Smith. And from Mountain View, California, 6'3" guard, Grant Vermeer. Our officials for today's game, Mr. Mo Munzel, Mr. Ruben Rodriguez, and Mr. Ray Ames. Ladies and gentlemen, our final game of the day, United States Marine Corps versus the United States Navy. So there are your starting lineups for today's game as we head into the second half of action in this double round robin format. Between the Navy and the Marine Corps, the first time these two teams met, it was the Navy's game, 104-98, hard-fought contest. You can tell by the score, not necessarily a big defensive battle, but nonetheless, Navy coming out on the top end. This will be the second matchup between these two teams. Ready to get underway. Jump ball goes up, controlled by Worth Smith and the Navy. Smith with the ball, right corner. Over to Craig Johnson. Far left side to Ray. Spin move by Worth Smith. Misses the mark. Rebound, Cattenhead. Marine, a little spin move down the other end. Cattenhead lays it up. And it's a 2-0 ball game. Marine Corps out in front. Tillman Dunbar back down the other end. He dishes off to Worth Smith. He tried to put it back, and Worth Smith goes down on the floor. He's fouled that time. And fouls committed by Big John Talbert. Big John Talbert, I call him that He's been around this Marine Corps team since 2008. He's a 6'9" center out of Albany, Georgia. Supply warehouse inventory specialist. And where Smith goes to the line, sinks his first free throw. Worth Smith, 4-year starter at the United States Naval Academy. And he sinks the second shot as well. Smith, the 6'4" forward out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Went to Charlotte Christian School, as a matter of fact. But anytime you can go to the Service Academy and start all 4 years on the Service Academy team, you get nothing but respect. Ball down low right now. And a foul on the play. Going to the line right now is Londell Lennon from Hartford, Connecticut. He'll put the first one up, bounces off the back. It's no good. 2-2 is the score. That foul was on Ronald Ray of the Navy. Second shot by Lennon up, no good as well. Navy comes away with it. Dunbar, left side, pull-up jumper, rattles around, rattles in. It's good. 4-2 the score. Cattenhead with the ball, top of the key. He's going to put it up. Three-point shot on the way. It's good. Cattenhead deadly from the outside. In fact, Cattenhead deadly from pretty much wherever he puts it up. 5-4 is the score right now. Drive by Dunbar, lays it up off the glass. Nice little spin drive, that time by Tillman Dunbar. 6-5 Navy. Dunbar averages 17 points a contest here in this tournament. Stripped away that time by Ray. Goes back down the court to Vermeer. Vermeer uses his body, checks up nicely, kisses the glass, and drops it home. 8-5, Navy out in front. Nice little use of the body that time by Grant Vermeer, as he went in for the layup, prevented the block, and also prevented the foul. Shot from the outside, put up that time by Lennon. Shot no good, rebound Marines. I think that went off for Craig Johnson, but he's doing a pretty good attempt to convince the officials the other way. They're not convinced, however, so Johnson will have to pull back. You can see that one from here. Cattenhead's going to throw it in, baseline, under the basket. And two Marines go down to the floor before Cattenhead could throw it in. Foul on the play before Cattenhead could inbound the ball. That foul was going to go against Grant Vermeer, number 22. Now Cattenhead gets it in, deep on the outside. Pass given over to DeQuan Isaiah, who hits the jumper to tie this thing up at 8 apiece. Long pass down low to Johnson. Johnson goes to the double doors and just about leaves the facility. He did the best he could do to save it and bring it back in, but nonetheless, that was too high, too hard, too long. He went out of bounds. 8-8's the score. Top of the key is Lennon. Gives it back over to Cattenhead. Cattenhead dribbles the right side, gets a ball screen, dishes it back to Lennon, and Lennon hits hard from behind. That time by Worth Smith. In the act of shooting, Smith gets called for the foul, and Lennon goes to the line. Londell Lennon is 9 for 14 from the free throw line. He shoots 64%. 9 for 14 in the first 3 games. He averages 11 points a game, and he misses the first shot, hits the front rim, bounces out. Lennon ready for the second shot. And it hits the back rim and bounces out. Rebound goes to Ray. Navy brings it up the floor. Worth Smith, far side, over to Ray. Top of the key, three-point shot. It's up, on the way, no good. A rebound that time by DeQuan Isaiah. Cattenhead dribbling down the left side, going against Worth Smith. Brings it back out, goes down low to Adams. Make that Lennon turnaround jumper. It's good. Vermeer, three-point shot from the quarter, air ball. Marines come away with it. Down the floor comes Baptiste. He takes a three-point shot. It's up, bounces off the top, no good. So it'll be Navy ball into the game for the Marines. Comes Sean Stewart, 2016-2017 All-Marine team. He's 6'6", from Fort Lauderdale. Postal clerk in Quantico. Shot from the right side, no good. Rebound Londell Lennon. Far right side, driving down the lane that time with a little layup comes Brian Baptiste. Good for two. 12-8 is the score. Dunbar, left side, kicks it back out to Worth Smith. Three-point attempt, no good. Rebound, Lennon. Right side over to Baptiste. He's got nothing but clear real estate ahead. He'll lay it up. 14-8. Navy's going to call a timeout. Good run to start this game by the Marine Corps as they've taken a 6-point lead over the United States Navy. Looking at the Marines' number, they can score. They average 87 points a game. They can also hit behind the arc. Marines averaging 10 three-pointers per contest, 41% behind the three-point line. And when it comes to being aggressive in and around the backboard, they've got a rebounding margin of almost 10. That's a margin. That's not rebounds. That's a rebound margin plus 10 for the Marines. Shows you they're aggressive when they get after it. So 14-8 is the score, 15-23 to play here in the first half. And it'll be Navy's ball. Blake Bush into the game for Navy. And full court press right now by Marines. Back to Bush. Back to Dunbar. He'll come up the left side. Kicks out to Bush, three-point shot. It's up, no good, off the rim. Worth Smith will track it down near the baseline. It goes off of his knee as he goes down to the floor, out of bounds. Marine Corps ball. Down the right side now to Baptiste. Baptiste tries to dribble around Worth Smith. He stops, pulls up, bounces it off the backboard through the net. Counted for two, 16-8 is the score. Bush, trapped, double teamed. On the far side, finally gets rid of it, gives it to Smith. Smith gives it up. Smith gives it to Johnson. Johnson can't make good on the shot. And it goes off Worth Smith's hands as he fights for the rebound. Out of bounds, Marines ball. 16-8 is the score. Good start by the Marine Corps. Grant Vermeer comes out of the game. And into the game comes sharpshooter Deontay Jones from Charleston, Missouri, stationed aboard the USS Essex. He's an aviation machinist mate. Right now, they need him to score. Cattenhead, left side, guarded by Tillman Dunbar. Long pass down underneath. It's stolen that time by Justin Williams of the Navy. Kicks it out. Williams top of the key, fakes left, goes right down the lane. Swatted away that time by Lennon. Comes back out to Bush. Bush puts up a three-pointer. It's good. Count it. And it's 16-11. Blake Bush happened to be in the right place at the right time and made the best of that opportunity as he cans three. Baptiste, top of the key, gets a ball screen. Stewart breaking to the basket. Had the back of his shirt held. No one saw it, however. Nice little move down inside by Brian Baptiste. Looked like he was out of control, but faded off to the left side, bounced it off the backboard, and scores 2. Lennon straight down the lane, and he's stuffed, no call. Marines come back the other way, 3-on-2. Cattenhead tried to give it up that time to Baptiste. Baptiste wasn't ready. Navy takes over. Dunbar puts up the three-point shot, no good. That was 1-on-3 that time. Rebound taken by Duquan Isaiah from the Navy. Gives it off to Cattenhead, who's going to bring it down the court. Over to Baptiste. Baptiste dribbling to the left side, guarded by Dunbar. He'll stop, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, Worth Smith. Navy will bring it up the court. Dunbar down the court. Down low to Worth Smith. And the block on the play by Baptiste. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Navy ball. Tillman Dunbar was a 4-year starter at the Naval Academy, all Patriot League performer, and was an MVP while at the academy. Right side by Worth Smith. Step back jumper near the free throw line. Up, no good. Rebound that time. Lindell Lennon down the right side. And Antonio Jones into the ball game for the Marine Corps. Goes back right now to Cattenhead to set up the offense. Stewart, top of the key, gives off right now to Radell. Radell back out front to Antonio Jones. Shot clock ticking down. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Cottonhead shot up. No good. Rebound that time by Deontay Jones. He'll run it back down the other way. Gives it up to Smith. Smith will give it up to the right man. His former Naval Academy teammate, Tillman Dunbar. Dunbar on the other side. Dribbles in the lane, finds a little seam, kicks it out to Smith. Smith back out on top. That's Deontay Jones. 3-point attempt, left side, no good. Hustling for the rebound goes Sean Stewart. Rips it away for the Navy. Hands it out to Antonio Jones. He'll bring it down the left side. And a timeout on the floor is called. So timeout. Timeout Marine Corps on that one, if I'm not mistaken. That's correct. Timeout by the Marines. Alonzo Higginson calls timeout, head coach. Make that Marine Corps, Navy timeout on that one, not Marine Corps. And it's a 30-second timeout. 18-11 is the score right now. With the Marines out in front of the Navy. Yeah, you just look at the score. You know, there's no need for the Marines to call any timeout. They're on the roll right now. 18-11 is the score. And back out on the floor they come. Radell throws it in to Jermon Cattenhead. He works in supply at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. Left side, Antonio Jones. Back over to Radell. Radell dribbles. Down in the corner. Back out to Jones. Jones, three-point shot. Shot clock was ticking away. No good. Radell with a rebound. Back out to Jones again. And now it goes to Cattenhead. He'll set things up, will Jermon Cattenhead. He'll go to the left side, guarded by Grant Vermeer. Good defense by Vermeer. A little spin move. He runs into Londell Lennon that time and could not get off the shot. Credit Lennon, credit Vermeer, though, the defense that time. They stopped that play. Down court to Vermeer it goes. Long pass. He'll fake to the left, spin to the right, lays it up off the glass, and that, my friends, was a nice move by Grant Vermeer. Grant Vermeer, 4-year player at the Naval Academy as well. You go down these rosters and you see academy, and a wealth of experience. Cattenhead out to the left side, over to Jones. He'll put up the shot, in and out. Rebound by Burnett. Burnett has it knocked out of his hands. Fight for the ball. You got Jones coming up with it. Marines maintain possession. after picking up a loose ball. Cattenhead guarded right now by Dennis Murphy, who's in the ball game for the Navy. And the break down the left side goes to Deontay Jones. He was unable to convert on the layup. They come back down the other end. Cattenhead lays it up. Whistle on the play. And that foul's going to be on Blake Bush. Daquan Isaiah comes into the game. Riedel comes out for the Marine Corps. Also in is Brian Baptiste. And out of the game comes Willie Burnett. They'll get a breather. 18-13 is the score. 9:39 remaining in the first half. Marines out in front of the Navy. Navy undefeated in this tournament. They are 3-0. Early on in this contest, but right now, Marines just ramping up the charge. Nice drive by Baptiste. Got around Vermeer, took it to the hoop. 20-13 is the score. Dennis Murphy gets a ball screen, kicks out the right side. Three-point shot, it's good, count it. Nicely done that time by Deontay Jones. He's a sharpshooter. Left side, Daquan Isaiah. Right side over to Baptiste now. Pull-up jumper behind the arc. It's up, off, no good. Rebound by Jones. Deontay Jones will bring it down. And a whistle. Into the game comes Sean Stewart for the Marine Corps. Out of the game goes Londell Lennon. He'll get a breather. There was a kick, so Navy's going to inbound the ball. Move to the basket that time. Gets his own return. Justin Williams, give him two. Put it up, was there for the rebound, and then put it right back. 20-18. Marines lead the Navy. Top of the key, Sean Stewart. Looking for someone to give it to, couldn't find a better man than Jermon Cattenhead. Cattenhead gives it over to Baptiste. Baptiste dribbles around Vermeer. Baptiste up with the shot, no good. The putback nicely done that time by Antonio Jones. Put a whistle on the play. That foul's going to be against Justin Williams. That's going to send Baptiste to the line. So you can't count Jones's shot. Baptiste fouled in the act. He will head to the line. And he misses the first shot. Brian Baptiste, 75% free throw shooter in the first three games. Out of the contest comes Justin Williams. He gets a rest. Back in for Navy, Ronald Ray. And it's a 20-18 ball game. 8:04 remaining in the first half. Baptiste's next shot hits the back rim. 75% or not. He's 0 for 2 there. Left side, Deontay Jones. Little ball screen that time by Ray. Tries to go down underneath. Stolen that time. And a foul on the play. Pushing from the backside. That's going to go against Dennis Murphy. He'll get tabbed for the foul. Thought it was on number 2. Dennis Murphy. Here comes Maurice Givens now. Kicks it out to Sean Stewart. His shot from the free throw line, no good. Coming up with the loose ball is Deontay Jones. He'll come back the other way. Jones trapped in the corner, looks down beneath, gives it to Smith. Where Smith puts it up, gets his own rebound, puts it up again, no good. There's a tie up on the floor. Actually, a foul on the play. Looks like it's going to go against Daquan Isaiah. Marine Corps, number 10, White. So Navy will inbound the ball. It's still a 20-18 game. Marine Corps, 2-point lead. And Navy hammering away. Jones looking to inbound the ball. Tries to get into Ray, tipped away. No, Ray holds on to it. They had to fight for the inbound pass, but Ray came away with it. Ball screen to the right side by Murphy. Gives it to Vermeer down the line. Kicks it out. Three-point shot by Deontay Jones. No good. Deontay Jones to give back. And he'll charge in and drop it through. A little 5-footer. A little quick runner. 7 minutes to go, and it's a tie ball game. Right side now by Givens. Over to Baptiste. Back out front to Stewart. Right side back to Givens. Gets a ball screen. Puts up a jumper. No good. Rebound by Worth Smith. Sky high for that one. He'll give it up to Dennis Murphy, who'll bring it down the court. And a timeout's called. So a 20-20 ball game with 6:37 to play. And it'll be timeout Navy. It's going to be a full timeout. We talked about the Marines liking to score. How about the Navy? 90 points a ball game.
That's all it says.
As I indicated, they are 3-0 in this tournament. Beat the Marines the first time they saw them, 104-98. 104-98, turned around and then beat the Army 78-70 in a hard-fought contest. And then beat the Air Force 89-82. And right now in a 20-20 ball game, it's anybody's guess. Leading scorer, by the way, for the Navy, that's Worth Smith. He's got a 24.3 average coming into this game. And then behind him, 17 points by Tillman Dunbar. The two Naval Academy guys, 1 and 2 in scoring on the Navy team. Grant Vermeer, also a Naval Academy graduate. He averages 14 points a contest, as does Deontay Jones. So 20-20 is the score. 6:37 remaining in the first half. It's been a good one thus far. We saw a good one earlier today. 86-83 win, Army over Air Force overtime game. And Jonathan Kindred hit 4 3-points in overtime to give Army the win.
White two, right? White two, white. It's gotta be white two, right?
Got to be white foul if Blue's going to inbound the ball. That foul is given on Maurice Givens. Down in the corner, Deontay Jones drives baseline, puts up a little stab shot, drops it for 2. Navy takes the lead. Right side, Lennon, jump shot, no good. Rebound, Worth Smith, tipped away. That time by Antonio Jones.
Go back.
22-20 is the score. Navy taking the lead for the first time today. 5:52 remaining, first half of play. Smith inbounds it into Tillman Dunbar. Tillman Dunbar from Woodbridge, Virginia. Back over to Grant Vermeer. Vermeer drives the lane, lays it up. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. Coming away with it that time, Antonio Jones. He'll bring it down the court. Looks down the baseline. Finds Baptiste. Excuse me, that's not Baptiste. That's Morris Adams, who goes up for the shot. And he's fouled as he went down the baseline on the quick pass down court. He will shoot 2. That foul is by Deontay Jones. That first shot is good. Deontay Jones picks up his first personal foul, 7th team foul. And it's a 1-point ball game. Make that a tie ball game. Second shot, good. Morris Adams into the game to try to guard Worth Smith. And that's a challenge for anybody. Vermeer, high on the right side. He's going to drive, kicks out to the corner. Deontay Jones, the jump shot, no good, it's short. Jones comes in. Wow, what a play. Gets his own rebound. That's what you call following up. He did it textbook style. Hit the long shot, hit the rim, went after his own shot, got it, and put it back up. Nicely done. Down court. Nice little spin move by Londell Lennon. Give him two. It's a 24-24 ball game. Here comes Tillman Dunbar. He'll run it down the right side. Over to Ray, over to Vermeer, left side. Gets a ball screen, does Vermeer. Looks at a three-point opportunity. Gives it up to Worth Smith. He'll drive the right side. Little spin under reverse layup. That, my friends, was an NBA move. Nicely done by Worth Smith. Very nice. 26-24. Navy right now. Out front, Brian Baptiste. And the pass down low by Jones. Just a little bit too much beyond the reach that time of Lennon, and out of bounds it goes. Turnover, Marine Corps. Deontay Jones comes out of the game for Navy. Dennis Murphy is on the floor. So you got Tillman and you got Murphy. Inbound to Murphy, back over to Smith. Pressure by the Marines. Dunbar will drive across the lane. And he's fouled. Non-shooting foul. That foul is going to be on Brian Baptiste. Inbound goes to Dunbar. Dunbar drives across the lane, stops. Short jumper, it's up, 7-footer. Like the way he comes from left to right, stops. He's got this excellent, can stop on a dime power and then turn and shoot. Drive down the left side, up, no good, and the rebound, the tip in, if you will, the jam through by Lindell Lennon.
Rebound by 15, dunk back by 15.
And counted for two. Worth Smith beyond the arc, three-point shot, it's up, it's good. 31-26, 5-point lead by Navy. Cattenhead straight down the center, off to the right side to Jones. There's Lennon, there is Morris' shot. Morris Adams, shot's no good, rebound Navy. Vermeer fouled back down at the other end. Grant Vermeer goes down to the hardwoods. And that foul is going to be on Brian Baptiste. And for Baptiste, that should be his second personal foul. It's going to send Grant Vermeer to the line. Grant Vermeer at the line. Puts his first one through. Hard to believe in the first three games, Grant Vermeer was 7 for 15 from the charity stripe, 46%. Because this man can shoot. Hits the first one, 32-26, and misses on the second one. Rebound that time, nicely done by Okomina. Got the board, put it back up. 34-26 is the score now. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Navy mounting an attack coming from behind here against the Marine Corps. Cattenhead tries to go down low. And in the drive that time is Londell Lennon, and he gets tied up, so it's going to be a jump ball. He drove into traffic, and as they like to say, you drive into traffic, you can expect a stall. Possession arrow, Marine Corps. Cattenhead will inbound the ball. 2:48 remaining, first half. 34-26 is the score. Navy out in front of the Marines. Left side, Lennon skips it all the way across to Raydell. Three-point shot by Raydell downtown. No good. Rebound by Cattenhead. He'll get up, puts it in on the left side. Cattenhead 6'1", Played that one like he was 6'6". Pass down low to Worth Smith. Goes out of bounds. Smith looks like he could use a break. Marines coming back down the other way. Isaiah with the ball. He's going to drive coast to coast off the glass. No good. Rebound, Lennon. He puts it back. Good hustle that time by Londell Lennon. 34-30 is the score. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Dunbar out to Vermeer. Vermeer from the corner. Three-point shot. Counted. It's good. 37-30. Navy back up by 7. Left side, Isaiah. Tries to go down low. Turnover. Here comes Dunbar for Navy. He'll stop. Three-point attempt. In and out. No good. Rebound. Cattenhead. He'll bring it back down the other way. Drives against Dunbar. Heads to the hoop. Misses the layup. The putback no good. And the rebound taken by Smith. He kicks it out to Dunbar. Looks ahead to Vermeer. Passes behind Vermeer. He had to hold up. Kicks it back out this time to Murphy. Down low. Little spin turnaround to Okamina. No good. Rebound. Radell. And timeout Marine Corps. 37-30, 1:18 to play in the first half. The Marine Corps takes a timeout. And it's going to be a full 60-second timeout. We have gone hot and heavy here for the past 4 days here at the Mayport Fitness Center at Naval Station in Mayport, Florida in the 2019 Armed Forces Men's and Women's Basketball Championship. We will wind up on Saturday, the 7th of June. The 8th of June in a bronze medal match. That's going to take place for men and women. The number 4 seed against number 3 seed. That tip-off time on Saturday for the bronze medal, that's at 11 o'clock. And then at 3 o'clock, men and women, number 1 versus number 2 seeds. That's after 6 days of double round robin play. Everybody will play everybody else 2 times. That's how we'll come up with the number 1, number 2, the number 3, and the number 4 seeds for the finals to take place here on Saturday. 37-30 is the score, 1:18 remaining to be played in the first half. Cattenhead will bring it down. Guarded right now by Dennis Murphy. Dribbles the right side. Comes back in the lane. Puts up a soft jumper. No good. Rebound Worth Smith. Tied up very quickly. Jump ball. Antonio Jones in on the tie-up. And it's going to be Navy ball. Possession arrow, Navy. Murphy brings it in. Gives it to Dunbar. Dunbar guarded by Cattenhead. 50 seconds to go, first half. Dunbar drives into the lane, loses the ball. Picked up that time by Murphy. Little reverse layup by Murphy, and it's good, 39-30. Right side by Isaiah, three-point shot. Blocked that time by Murphy. Taken by Smith, gets it down to Vermeer. He'll lay it up on the left side, 41-30, 26 remaining. And Navy playing hard on the last 3 possessions. Pick up an 11-point lead. .26 seconds remaining in the first half. And this thing far from over. Down the left side comes Isaiah. Blocked by Vermeer. No foul call. Isaiah on the floor. And down the floor comes Dunbar. Tillman Dunbar. Guarded tightly that time by Isaiah. Goes across, left corner, Vermeer, three-point shot, no good. Air ball taken out of the sky by Jones, and the buzzer sounds to end the first half. So a lot of basketball to be played, but good basketball already played in the first half as they head to the locker room. Navy taking a 41-30 lead over the Marine Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, your score at the half. United States Navy 41, Marine Corps 30. As they head to the locker room, your leading scorer for the Navy is going to be Grant Vermeer. 10 points on the day for Vermeer. Worth Smith, 7 points for the Navy. He's got 9 rebounds. 9 points by Deontay Jones. Leading scorers for the Marine Corps. 10 points in the first half by Brian Baptiste, and 8 points by Londell Lennon. 6 rebounds in the first half by Lennon as well. So that's a look at some of the individual scores in the first half. Taking a look at the team comparisons. Marines shooting at a 42% rate from the floor, 17 for 41. Excuse me, that's the Navy's 41%. The Marines are shooting 41%. I mean, very, very similar, 13 for 32. Behind the arc, again, very similar, 4 for 15 is the Navy. That's 27%, 25%, 2 for 8 are the Marines. So again, very similar with the exception that plain and simply the Navy has taken more behind the arc than the Marine Corps has. Taking a look down at bench points, Navy deep on the bench, 18 points from the bench, only 2 points on the bench from the Marines. That's a big stat difference in this contest. 23 rebounds in the game for the Marine Corps. You know, they're average 24, they're aggressive, I should say, and 24 rebounds in the first half by the Navy. So that's the way they compare as a team. You've got to look at the numbers. We're going to take a timeout here. When we come back, we'll be ready for the second half in today's game between the United States Marine Corps and the United States Navy. Once again, your halftime score, Navy 41, Marines 30. You are listening to the 2019 Armed Forces Men's and Women's Basketball Championships. We'll be back after this timeout. Thank you. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Not too far off. I mean, I'm gonna make this work. Just gotta figure out how to remove or fix that score. Okay. I'll go through the play-by-play. I mean, I'll go through the minutes a little bit more because the minutes are way off. But it's close enough. Make a box score. Yup. JTW, and I saw the Marines coach, I thought. He's right there, so. Yeah, you can take it. And here's the box score from the girls' game.
Good. That's finals?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. So welcome back to Mayport Fitness Center and the second half of today's game between the United States Marine Corps and the United States Navy here in the 2019 Armed Forces Men's Basketball Championships. 41-30, that's the way we're going to start the second half today. And key among the numbers in the first half, Navy in the paint, 22 points compared to 14 of the Marine Corps. 18 points off the bench, 2 points off the bench for the Marines, and off of turnovers. 9 points for the Navy, 4 points for the Marines. Navy turned the ball over 4 times, Marine turned it over 7 times. Those are among the differences in today's game. We're ready to get started here, second half.
No, they got the last jump ball. They got the last jump ball.
You can't overturn the table.
Hey, Rep, we got a question.
You can't overturn the table. The table is official.
And there's some discussion on the floor about who's going to inbound the ball to start the second half.
They got the last jump. We don't worry about how many first jump. They got the second one you guys got. That one down here and that third one down here.
They got that. That's the one they got. Yes, that's the one that they got.
They got the last one right there.
And so a little bit of confusion to start the second half of play in terms of whose ball it's going to be.
Last one right here.
And who got the last jump ball. And it's going to be white ball. Had it right the first time, tried to turn it around a little bit. And you saw the Marine Corps coach very much on top of it. So credit and kudos to Alonzo Higginson for calling that to the attention of the officials. And it gets off in the right way. Cattenhead drives down the lane, lays it up. No good. Almost. Basket interference. Here comes the Navy. Vermeer kicks it out to Worth Smith. Left side to Ray. Ray, three-point shot. It's good. 44-30. Marines off to a Navy off to a hot start here in the second half. Left side now. Cattenhead kicks it over to Isaiah. Isaiah between the circles. Goes left. Guarded by Vermeer. Out to Tolbert. Tolbert puts up a shot. Rim, backboard, rim, drops through. 44-32. Shot by Worth Smith. Three-point shot. No good. Rebound that time by Baptiste. He'll give it up to Cattenhead. Cattenhead will bring it across the center, down the lane. Tries to dish it out. Pass deflected. Marine holds on. Shot from the outside. That's by Tolbert. It's no good. Rebound that time by Smith. And Dunbar back down the other side, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound that time by Tolbert. He'll come back the other way. Cattenhead in charge. Jermon Cattenhead, 6'1" guard, out of Jackson, Mississippi. Guarded right now by Tillman Dunbar. Down low to Londell Lennon, stripped away. Vermeer comes up with it. Turnover Marines. Out to the corner. Worth Smith shot. Three-point shot, no good. Rebound Cattenhead. He'll bring it back the other way. Gives it up to Isaiah. And he's got a three-point shot. Can it? It's good. 44-35. Dequan Isaiah. Tillman Dunbar trying to direct traffic. Worth Smith left corner inside. Pass that time goes to Craig Johnson, who gives it back to Smith, who's fouled on the shot. That's going to be foul on Sean Stewart of the Marine Corps. Take that back. That's going to be foul on number 23, not 24. That's going to be John Tolbert. And to the line. Worth Smith hits the first shot. 45-35 is the score. Into the ball game for the Marines goes Antonio Jones. Out of the game comes John Tolbert. So Tolbert comes out of the game picking up the last foul, his second foul of the contest. 46-35 is the score. Right side now to Baptiste. Gets a little screen, gets the ball knocked away that time by Craig Johnson. Marine Corps ball, guarded by Smith. Right side, inbounds it. Top of the key right now to Isaiah, dribbles the right side, gives off to Lennon, and Lennon called for the player control. So it'll be Navy ball. Credit Navy, they took the charge on that. And they paid 46-35, 17:25 remaining in this ball game. Tillman Dunbar gets it ahead to Ray, over to Vermeer, back to Dunbar. They like to have Dunbar run the offense on the top of the key. Drives left side, loses the ball, stripped away, goes into Lennon's hands. He gets it back out towards the center. Drive down the court that time by Baptiste, shot's no good. Whistle on the play. And that foul is going to go against Justin Williams.
Hey, ref, there's no 15.
No 15 on the floor.
21 blue.
So 21 blue. That's not going to go against Justin Williams. That's going to go against Worth Smith.
Just curious, y'all like tournaments that y'all do? Water and stuff?
And he makes them both. Nice piece of work for Brian Baptiste. 9-point ball game, 46-37. Ray gives it up to Vermeer down in the corner. Vermeer's going to try to drive the baseline, pulls up, kicks it back out. Goes down low. Goes to Johnson across the center. He finds Ray down low. Who puts it up, kisses the glass, scores two. 48-37. Marines led by 8 back in the first half. 16-8 was the score. And a foul on the play before the shot. It went up by Antonio Jones. Before the shot, foul's going to be on Craig Johnson.
It was a foul on the basket, yes.
Shot that time by Antonio Jones. Rebound Navy all the way down the court. 48-40 is the score. Jones out the top of the key. Gets it over to Dunbar. Dunbar down to Ray. And Ray turns, spins, lays it in. 50-40 is the score. Cadenhead looks down low. Tries to find Lennon, and Walton Smith comes from nowhere to bust it up and knock it out of bounds. So it's going to be Marines time to inbound the ball underneath their own basket. They trail by 10. Down in the corner right now to Antonio Jones. He's going to drive, lose it, stripped of it. Dunbar comes up with it, and he'll bring it down the floor. Gives it over to Ray. Ray puts up a three-point shot. It's good, counted. Ronald Ray from the Naval Hospital in Jacksonville, the corpsman. Went to San Jose State for 2 years, cans the three-pointer. He also played at Cal State Stanislaus for a couple of years. And 5 years ago, he made his first all-Navy team. And you have traveling. Turnover Marines. Come back the other way now. 53-40 is the score with a timeout call by the Marine Corps. The score stands. Navy 53, Marines 40. 15-16 remaining in this game. And you take a look at some of the top scorers after the first 3 games coming into this contest today. Worth Smith of the Navy, after 3 games, averaging 24 points a contest. And his teammate, Tillman Dunbar, averaging 17. You put those together, and they're accountable for an average of 41 points a game. Then put Grant Vermeer's 14 points on top of that, and Deontay Jones's 14 points. And that's where the bulk of Navy's scoring has come from in the past 3 games. You take a look at scores today. 10 points by Ronald Ray. He stepped up. Grant Vermeer has stepped up. Meanwhile, Dunbar's got 6 points. And for Worth Smith, he's got 9. So both Dunbar and Smith behind on their average, but you've got guys like Vermeer and you've got guys like Ray that are picking it up. 9 points on the day also for Deontay Jones. Meanwhile, with the Marine Corps, Baptiste is averaging 20 points a game. And right now in this game, he's got 12. So he's likely to hit his average. And Isaiah also averaging 20 points. So that's where much of your scoring comes from the Marines. Okay, underway, 15:09 to play. Dunbar out, between the circles. Dribbles left, looks down low, finds Johnson. Spin move, lays it up off the glass. Nicely done that time by Craig Johnson, member of the Coast Guard. All Navy team for 2 years, played over in shape for a couple of times. He's got international experience. Down on the floor goes Baptiste, but Antonio Jones has the ball. 3-point shot by Jones, hits the rim. Taken by Johnson, kicks it out to Dunbar, down to Ray, down the floor, lays it up. Nicely done. That's what you call transition basketball, and they transitioned in a textbook style manner. 57-40, 17-point lead by Navy right now. Right side over to Baptiste. He tries to come across the lane, but he's fouled. And that foul's going to go against Worth Smith. So Worth Smith will pick up a foul. That's going to be his 3rd foul in the ball game. And he'll come out. Ray will join him. He will come out as well. Into the game for Navy goes Justin Williams. And also Dennis Murphy. Drive on the left side. Partially blocked by Greg Johnson. But drive that time by Baptiste. No points. Down the other end, you got Grant Vermeer. Lays it up, lays it in. He's fouled. Count the shot. Send Vermeer to the line. Navy has just got balance. Any way you look at it, this is the 4th time we have seen them play. They lead by 19 right now. But you talk about Worth Smith, you talk about Tillman Dunbar, you talk about Grant Vermeer. As the shot comes in and out. Then you got the sharpshooter Deontay Jones, the hustlers, and Ronald Ray and Greg Johnson. And they're just tough, top to bottom. Raydell over on the left side tries to get the pass down low. Deflected, he gets it back, gives it off to Cattenhead. Catton up head for the layup. No good, off the rim, out of bounds it goes. And it's going to be Marine Corps ball. Cattenhead's going to bring it out deep down towards the corner. Out of the game comes Johnson. Out of the game comes Vermeer. He gets a break. And Cattenhead down in the corner for the Marines. He will bring it in. Inbounds the ball this time to Jones. Jones going to drive left side, lay it up, and it's going to be no good. He's fouled in the process. That foul is going to be against Justin Williams. So Williams called for the foul. That's going to be his 2nd personal foul. That's going to send Antonio Jones to the line. Antonio Jones, a supply account manager stationed at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. He hits the first shot. He calls home Batesville, Mississippi, misses the second one. 28 years of age is Antonio Jones. Dunbar guarded by Cattenhead. Cattenhead falls off. Dunbar goes to the right side. Starts to lay it up, but a whistle on the play. Foul that time. That's going to go against Antonio Jones. Antonio Jones picks up his first personal foul. Inbound ball that time. Comes into Williams. He'll lay it up. It's no good. Rebound Baptiste. Baptiste will take it, drive the right side. And stepping in the way, drawing the foul that time. That's going to be Tillman Dunbar. Non-shooting foul. Tillman Dunbar picks up his first personal. And Marines will inbound the ball. Cattenhead into Raydell. Back down low to Morris Adams. Shot knocked around, no good. Here comes Navy back down the other side. Deontay Jones, three-point shot, no good. Up to get the rebound goes Morris Adams. Gives it up to Cattenhead. He'll race down the court. He's fouled on the way down. So he will head to the line. That foul is going to be on Blake Bush. And it's going to be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Jamon Cattenhead. 6'1" guard out of Jackson, Mississippi. Puts the first shot up, rattles it around, no good. Doesn't get the second opportunity. Bush got the rebound, so he'll give it over to Dunbar, who brings it across the timeline. On the right side, Tillman Dunbar, guarded by Cattenhead. Fakes left, goes right, finds a little opening down the left side, no good on the layup. Jones comes down with the rebound, gets it down to Raydell, right side. Raydell will drive, he'll dump it down low. Nice finish by Cattenhead that time. Good job by Raydell as well to find Cattenhead along the baseline. Navy back down the other end. Deontay Jones with the ball, drives to right side, through traffic. Dumps it off to Bush, and Bush will lay it in. (59-40), 61-43 is the score. Navy just turning up the pressure right now. Fouled in the act, count the bucket, and send Bush to the free throw line. Bush is the all-time leading scorer in his high school. He makes good on the first one. And Blake Bush spent his time playing above high school at the University of Northwestern Ohio. And oh, by the way, Bush is playing in his very first Armed Forces Championship. He's only been in the service for 8 months. And here he is already in the Armed Forces Championships, hoping his team can win a gold medal when this is all over. Outside shot, Antonio Jones, three-pointer, it's good. 62-46 is the score. 11:55 to play in this game. Down the floor comes Murphy. He'll take it at the top of the key. Back over to the right side, back over to Williams. He'll drive, it's up, it's good, count it. 64-46. Cattenhead right now over to Isaiah. Isaiah guarded by Deontay Jones. Loses the ball, back down the other end comes Bush. Kicks it out in the corner, three-point shot by Deontay Jones. It's up, it's in, it's good. 67-46. Deontay Jones on the three-pointer. Credit Bush though, he got the steal, and then down court they went. Deontay Jones on the three-pointer from the corner. And Deontay Jones with 12 points in this game. He is 2 for 5 behind the arc. Timeout on the floor. And Navy's just going to have to continue to apply the pressure while the Marines are just going to have to regroup a little bit. We are back tomorrow with day 5 in the 2019 Armed Forces Basketball Championships, men and women, right here at Naval Station Mayport. It's going to be the Marine Corps and the Air Force, 10 o'clock tip-off time. Beginning with the women first, and then the men to follow that, and then tomorrow afternoon, Army-Navy. Women first, men to follow that. $11:16 to play. Navy looking at hopefully picking up their 4th straight win in this basketball tournament. But that's if they can hold on to this 21-point lead. Jamon Cattenhead will bring it down the floor for the Marines. Crosses over the timeline. He's guarded right now by Dennis Murphy. Kicks off to the right side to Raydell. He'll drive the baseline, loses it. Jones comes up with it, tries to put it up. No good. Ball goes out of bounds. A Marine Corps ball. Over to Jones, behind the arc, left side. Down to Cattenhead, comes across the lane. Little spin move up off the glass, no good. Lennon tries to put it back. Jones comes up with the rebound. He tries to put it back, and Ray comes up with the rebound for that. Deontay Jones, far corner, 3-point shot, no good. Ray with the tip, but it goes in the hands of Raydell from the Marine Corps. Credit Ronald Ray, the Navy, for the hustle. And Deontay Jones goes down to the floor. So that foul is going to be on Deontay Jones. It's going to send Antonio Jones for the Marine Corps to the line, who makes his first shot. 67-47 is the score. Navy leads by 20. And Antonio Jones makes his second shot. Cuts the lead to 19. Down the court it goes. Blake Bush has it. Ray, the free throw line. Down low, little stab hook, nicely done by Justin Williams. We credit Ray for the entry pass down low, and credit Justin Williams for the finish. Brian Baptiste ready to enter the game for the Marine Corps. Cattenhead, left side. And Marines call a timeout. So timeout on the floor called by the Marine Corps. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout. With the score right now, Navy 69, Marines 48, 9:53 to remaining to be played in this ball game. And as I said, tomorrow, again, Navy will have its work cut out for them as they will take on the Army. And the Army's winners today in a very, very good ball game, overtime game against the Air Force, 86-83. But it's been a while since the Navy men have won this championship. I'm going to say back in 2005. That's a mere 14 years ago. But make no mistake about it, they have got all the parts in the machinery to get it done this year. Drive by Cattenhead, nicely done, off the glass, lays it up, it's good. 69-50. Right side comes Murphy. Murphy's got it out on the right side. Dribbles left, behind his back, he loses it. A little too fancy. Baptiste with the steal. Down court to Raydell, he misses the layup. And there's a whistle. Not sure who that foul was on. Number 11. So that foul is going to be on Baptiste. Be Navy ball. Ray brings it in. Marine Corps starting to pressure. Murphy will bring it up the floor for the Navy. 69 to 50. 9:15 to play in this game. Ray has it. Right side of the key. Right elbow. He'll go in. Off the glass. No good. Rebound. Lennon. Back out to Cattenhead. He'll run it up the floor. Cattenhead free throw line. Drives left into traffic. Kicks it out to Raydell. Raydell fakes. Goes up with the shot. In and out. No good. Rebound Cattenhead. He puts it up. It's no good. Cattenhead fights for it again, and there's a whistle on the play. And that foul is going to be on number 2. That's going to be on Dennis Murphy, the Navy. Got him for a hold. Murphy will go out of the game. In comes Tillman Dunbar, and in comes Worth Smith. If there's a 1-2 punch in this tournament, thus far it has been Tillman Dunbar and Worth Smith. Cattenhead shot, it's up, it's in. And the second shot likewise as well, 69-52, cut to 17 points is the lead by the Navy. 8:46 remaining, right side now. Justin Williams, he'll drive the lane, lays it up, left hand. Nice touch, gets the roll, it goes in, 71-52. Justin Williams on the layup. Cattenhead drives to the right side, guarded by Dunbar. Left hand shot, no good. Rebound that time, Justin Williams. Right side, fake behind the arc, he'll drive with it, then he'll dish it off to Worth Smith. Credit Tillman Dunbar was starting that, and credit Worth Smith with finishing it. 73-52, lead back up to 21. Left side right now, Brian Baptiste. Went to Miller Grove High School. That was back in Atlanta, Georgia. And turnover, Marine Corps out of bounds. Navy will bring it in. Cattenhead's going to get a rest. Maurice Gibbons out on the floor for the Marine Corps. And we got a timeout call by the Navy. 73-52, 7:53 remaining in this game. Told you about Brian Baptiste. You take a look at the numbers. Baptiste is literally giving it everything he's had today. He's got 12 points on the day, does Baptiste. 0 for 3 behind the arc, 2 for 4 from the line, 5 for 10 from the field. Baptiste from Miller Grove High School in Atlanta, Georgia. Works in supply at Camp Pendleton, California. This is his 3rd Armed Forces basketball tournament. The oldest player on the team for the Marine Corps. That's going to go to Jonathan Tolbert. He's 33 years of age. Played on the 2008 All-Marine team. We want to encourage you to visit www.armedforcesports.com for complete coverage of the 2019 Armed Forces Men's and Women's Basketball Championships. Head to armedforcesports.com for live stats, videos, stories, and more. Stanford provides stats for football, basketball, baseball, softball, and volleyball. Stanford brought to, bringing you the stats for this competition as well. Shot no good. Down the floor comes Gibbons. Kicks it to the outside. Shot up. That time by Isaiah. No good. Navy brings it back the other way. Deontay Jones, here's your three-point shot by Deontay Jones. Count it, it's good. Is that right, Statva? Stat VA. Stat VA. Let me clarify that last remark I just made. Stats are brought to you by Stat VA. They're live, they're complete, and they provide stats for football, basketball, baseball, softball, and volleyball. That is Stat VA. for all the statistics coming to you here in the 2019 Armed Forces Men's and Women's Championship. To the line right now goes Brian Baptiste. And he makes good on the first shot. Baptiste now with 15 points in this contest. 76-55. Navy's going to bring it down the floor. Ahead to Vermeer. Over to Johnson. And Johnson's fouled underneath the basket as he tries to put it up. Craig Johnson from the Coast Guard played at the United States Coast Guard Academy. As I indicated earlier, he was on the All-Navy team for a couple of years and played over in shape as well. He's 33 years old. Comes out of Medford, Oregon. Puts a shot up, first one of two. He's got 3 points in this game. Misses the second shot. Comes out, taken by Lennon. Givens running the point for the Marine Corps. Back out to Lennon, top of the key, between the circles. Over to Givens. Down low to Baptiste. He'll drive the baseline and he'll lose it. Ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be Navy ball. 12th turnover in this game for the Marine Corps. And the inbound ball down. Fight for it on the floor, and down on the floor goes Lendell Lennon. Collision on the floor as they fought for the inbounds ball. And Lendell goes down hard.
White, over here. Hurry up. Jones, come here. Hurry up.
Cannot tell you the nature of his injury, but I can tell you he did go down to the hardwoods in a tough way, and he's starting to move around slowly, holding on to the back of his head. He'll get up to his knees, a little bit wobbly. Then he will come off the floor. Will Londell Lennon, big part of this Marine team. Londell Lennon, field radio operator from Camp Pendleton, played at Morrisville State for 2 years, a member of this Marine Corps team in 2017. He's 26 years old and hails from Hartford, Connecticut. He'll get a break. Will Lennon. And Marines inbound the ball. Maurice Givens running everything for the top. Gives it over to Isaiah, right side. Drives left. Three-point attempt. It's up. No good. And fighting for the ball, 5'5", Maurice Givens. He comes away with it. Gives it back out front. The drive that time by Baptiste, and he's fouled on the layup attempt. That foul's going to go against Justin Williams. It's going to send Baptiste to the line. And he'll be shooting 2 shots. Misses the first one. 15 points on the day for Baptiste. 0 for 3 behind the arc. 3 for 5 from the line. Make that 3 for 6. And 6 for 11 from the floor. Second shot, no good as well. 0 for 2 on that trip was Brian Baptiste. Grant Vermeer back in the game, gets the rebound. We'll bring it down the floor. Out to Justin Williams. Williams on the right side. He'll drive the right side. Kicks it back out to Deontay Jones. Over to Tillman Dunbar. Dunbar drives. Right through traffic. Wasn't touched. Deontay Jones kicks it out to Jones. Left side. 15-footer. He makes it. Deontay Jones, 17 points in this game. Leading scorer right now for Navy. And you really have to give a lot of credit to Jones, and I'll tell you why. When Navy was down 16-8, that's when Jones came into the ball game. And he came into the ball game for a specific purpose, and that was to light things up. Well, since then, he's done just that. 3 for 7 behind the arc. Deontay Jones, 7 for 12 from the floor. He has not even been to the free throw line, and he's got 6 rebounds on the game. So talking about lighting things up, that's what he's done today. Antonio Jones, meanwhile, to the free throw line for Navy. Misses that first shot. 79-55. Navy leads. 5:30 remaining in this ball game. Second shot by Antonio Jones. It's good. Craig Johnson up to Vermeer. Back to Johnson. Full court press right now by Marines. Johnson trying to get rid of it and couldn't do so. Couldn't get it beyond the timeline, and Navy will turn it over. No harm done. They lead 79-56. Credit the Marines right now for that full court press. And Jones is going to come out of the game. Gets a quick handshake from his coach. And to the right side, it goes over to Antonio Jones. Drives down low, shot's no good, and it's out of bounds. Marines retain possession. Michael Bonner just done a nice job as Navy coach. He really has. In terms of substitution, keeping control of this team. Granted, he's got a lot of talent on the floor, but he's let them play, but also kept a handle on them. Shot over on the left side by Antonio Jones. No good. Navy comes up with it. Out it goes to Dunbar. He'll go down the right side. Lays it up, lays it in. They're going to call him player control foul, offensive foul called against Tillman Dunbar. You could see that one coming. So Dunbar picks up his second personal foul. Interestingly, in this game, Dunbar's got 6 points, but that's not the worth of his value today. He's also got 6 assists. And a pretty job that time by Dequan Isaiah. Drove the baseline, pulled out just a little bit, kissed the glass, and drops it through. 79-58, he's fouled in the process. He will go to the line. And that foul is going to be on Dennis Murphy. That's Murphy's 4th foul in the game. Out of the contest right now comes Justin Williams for the Navy. And to the line for the Marines goes to Quan Isaiah. Rims it in and out. Grant Vermeer down the left side. Back out right now to Murphy. Finds Worth Smith down low. Out to Dunbar. Dunbar looks underneath. He finds Bush. Bush tries to put it up. Knocked away, no good. Marines come up with it. And the ball's out of bounds, far into the court. You saw Tillman Dunbar go flying. In fact, he's got blood on his jersey, so Dunbar's going to have to change his jersey. Into the game for Navy comes Zachary Burns from Havelock, North Carolina. Graduate of the Haskell Indian Nation University. He's only been in the Navy 5 months, and here he is already in his very first Armed Forces basketball championships on the All-Navy team. .4:18 remaining in this game. Marines ball, inbounded underneath their basket. Shot comes into Isaiah, no good. Off the rim it comes. Bruns is going to get it. Go back down the other side, gives it to Vermeer. Vermeer puts it up, no good, he's fouled in the process. That's Bruns, B-R-U-N-S, I'm talking about. Vermeer fouled in the act, he goes to the line now. Grant Vermeer today, 12 points. 2 for 4 from the free throw line as he makes his first shot now. .13 on the day for Vermeer. Second shot, no good. Run steals it now. Jaron James tried to get it up, couldn't get it done. Ball goes over to Vermeer. He'll put it in from the right side. 82-58, 3:51 remaining. Drive along the baseline from the left side, that time by Brian Baptiste. And he's fouled by Grant Vermeer. So Vermeer picks up a foul. It's his second personal foul. I will say this about Vermeer. He hustles, very aggressive, but he stays out of foul trouble for the most part. That's what comes from playing at the Naval Academy. You learn to play hard, but also play under control, key and crucial. First shot is good by Brian Baptiste. Second shot good as well. 82-60 to score. Baptiste comes out of the game, into the contest. You've got Jaron James right now. You've also got Sean Stewart and Morris Adams into the game for the Marines, as well as Maurice Givens. Vermeer drives down the right side. Vermeer lays it up. Vermeer scores. 84-60. Right side by Isaiah. Passes it back out to Adams. Adams drives. Top of the key to Givens. Gibbons drives around Vermeer. Guarded by Bruns. Isaiah right side finds a little seam. He's stripped. Loses the ball, goes out of bounds. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Marines will maintain possession. Jaron James will try to inbound it, but Vermeer comes out of the game. Worth Smith comes out of the game. Two of the Navy starters today have done a good job. Inbound pass taken by Isaiah and shoots it from the left side. It's good. So after the shot, timeout is called by the Marines with 3:02 to go on the clock, with the Navy leading the Marines 84-62.
It's 3 over. It's a 3 over and 2. We correct.
It was a three-point
Yes,
shot.
sir.
Give Isaiah credit for the three-point shot. Thought it was going to be a 2, but give him credit for the three-point shot. And then the timeout called by the Marines. Not that it's going to make that much difference with 3:02 remaining in this game. 84-63 is the score. 21-point advantage right now by the Navy. But it's a coaching point, it's a learning point. And that's why you do it. So back out on the floor come the Marines. You've got Willie Burnett in the game. You've got Morris Adams. You've got DeQuan Isaiah. Jaron James. And Maurice Givens. Shot up by Givens. No good on the outside. Rebound that time by Murphy. He'll bring it down. Gives it off to Bruns. Bruns lays it up. No good. Rebound that time by Burnett. Comes back the other way. Isaiah left side, left-handed layup. It's good. Count it. Marines pressing right now. Bruns left side. He'll drive. He'll give it up. And they got him for travel. Got him for traveling. Signed to the U.S. Coast Guard Eagle, Coast Guard Cutter Eagle. Talking about Zach Bruns. Right side, shot up by Isaiah, count it. Three-point shot. Nicely done that time. Deep in the contest by DeQuan Isaiah, 84-68. Coming straight down is Williams. He'll dish it out. And laying it in nicely is Joseph Terry. Terry right here from Naval Station Mayport gets his first 2 of the tournament. Outside shot that time by Adams. Three-point shot, it's good. Count it for Adams, 86-71. Marine Corps steal. Isaiah behind the three-point line. He puts up the shot. It falls short. Batted around. Navy comes away with it. Murphy's going to run it down the floor. Takes it to the hoop, lays it in, and gets two. 88-71. 1:25 remaining in this ball game. Back down the other way right now. Maurice Givens behind the three-point line. They need points, need them fast. Ball goes out of bounds, knocked out of bounds that time by Dennis Murphy. Daquan Isaiah brings it back in. Finds Adams. Adams to Givens out front. Over to Isaiah. Isaiah not afraid to put it up. Right side to James, left-handed shot. Rebound taken that time by Burnett. Burnett gives it up to Adams. He'll put the shot up, no good, and he's fouled. It's going to be three shots for Morris Adams, and the foul's going to be charged against Justin Williams. He's got 4 fouls as Williams. And Adams sinks the first shot. Misses the second shot. He's 3 for 4 right now from the line, 6 points in the game for Morris Adams. And he makes the third shot, so 2 out of 3 from that trip to the charity stripe. Inadvertent horn over here, looking for a substitution perhaps. And Navy will bring it up. 88-73 is the score. Runs on the right side. And he has it stolen by Raydell. Raydell's going to take it down, lay it up, lay it in. Jack Bruns has it stolen that time by Aaron Raydell. Murphy's going to bring it down for Navy. Gets it ahead to Williams. 22 seconds remaining. Out to Bruns. Down in the corner. Drive that time by Bush. And they'll throw it out to Murphy. Academic at this point. But they're not going to stop playing. Radel throws it down court. Throws it ahead to Givens. Time expires. Givens lays it in. Time doesn't expire. Down to 1 second. And now the time expires. Heard a horn on that one, but it was not the end of the contest. Shot clock perhaps, but there is your horn to end the game as Navy has defeated the Marine Corps 88-77. Ladies and gentlemen, your final score today, United States Navy 90, United States Marine Corps 77. Taking a look at the scoring today for the Navy. Leading the charge for the Navy, 2 players with 17 points, Grant Vermeer with 17 points. 17 points also by Deontay Jones. Jones, 3 for 7 behind the arc. 11 points on the day by Worth Smith. 11 rebounds by Smith, double-double for Worth Smith today, and 12 points for Ronald Ray. He was 2 for 4 behind the line. For the Marine Corps today, 3 players in double figures. Leading the charge for the Marines, Brian Baptiste, 7 points today. Baptiste, 5 for 9 from the line, 6 for 11 from the floor. 14 points on the day by Jermon Cattenhead. And 13 points by Dewan Isaiah. Those are your leading scorers for the United States Marine Corps. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, tip-off time, 10 o'clock, here at Mayport Fitness Center. It's going to be the Marine Corps and the Air Force, women, and followed by the men, and then Army versus Navy, women, once again, followed by the men. So that's going to do it on this, the 4th day of the 2019 Armed Forces men's and women's basketball championships
I made it fresh.
as the Navy has put away the Marine Corps and now goes 4-0 in this tournament here in Mayport, Florida. As I said, we are back tomorrow in day 5, and then Saturday is the championship game. Bronze medal games in the morning, and then in the afternoon at 3 o'clock, gold medal matches between the number 1 and number 2 seed.
I don't know who's gonna do it for you tomorrow though. 'Cause I have
That's going to do it from Naval Station Mayport. Until tomorrow, hope you can join us then. You have been watching and listening to the 2019 Armed Forces Men and Women's Basketball Championships. So long, everyone.